Malignant is probably one of the most craziest films that I've seen this year. It's definitely something different. Find out all my thoughts on this film next. Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Reviews with Ryan. Today I'm going to be talking about Malignant, directed by James Wan. He's done The Conjuring. He's done Insidious. This film stars George Young, Maddie Hassan, and Annabelle Wallis. The film is about Madison. She's paralyzed by these grisly murders. She has all these dreams, and these dreams turn to realities. So like I said in the beginning of my intro, this film is very different. It has a very 80s vibe to it. The opening scene is pretty crazy. I definitely like the opening scene. I definitely like how James Wan, he has his own little vision here. It's much different than most horror films, and he kind of set out to do kind of an 80s type of style with the modern times. And the colors in this are really good. There's some really good shots in this. I mean, my gosh, the shots in this film, some of them are amazing. There's this one part where they're running up the stairs and they have an overhead shot and they're following the camera of the character throughout the scene, and I really liked it. That whole filming aspect was really cool to see. I think Annabelle Wallis, she plays her role pretty well. I think that all the other characters, they're a little bit underdeveloped. I didn't really see that the characters really added a ton to the movie. They kind of develop a little bit as the movie goes, but not enough as I wanted them to develop. I felt that the film, it kind of lacks a little bit in the story aspect. I didn't really get on board to the story as much. I did appreciate though that this film does not rely on jump scares. It's not that kind of film. However, if you're not really much into horror films, and realistically, if you're not into gore, there is a lot of gore in this film. Some of the scenes are really crazy. Some of the kills are pretty brutal. It's just, it gets really brutal and it's very bloody, and I would not recommend, if you are not into those kinds of horror films, for this to be a film for you. Now, as far as the twist goes, I'm not going to spoil it here, but I'm kind of half and half on it. There's certain aspects I like that were really good horror aspects, especially with the killer. He has this kind of voice thing going on that I really thought was very creepy, and it kind of gave me like a little dash back to Sinister. I don't know why it reminded me of that a little bit, but it did. But the actual twist is its own, and I didn't really like the full twist. I felt like some of the CGI and the effects, they were a little cheesy. I know that he was going for this 80s campy type feeling. And also the dialogue, it's a little stale at times. But other than that, I feel like I'm kind of in middle of the road of this movie. I'm going to give the film a 3 out of 5. There were some aspects I definitely liked about the film. Certain things I liked about the killer and the different colors and the shots and just the atmosphere of the film. Definitely was on board with the 80s campy type film style. However, there are some things, like I said, that I didn't care for, especially the twist, and I'm kind of in the middle of the twist there, of liking some of it, but not fully the extent of it. That's why I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this. I feel like people are going to be kind of split in the middle of the road of this film. I think some people will love it, some people will hate it. I'm in the middle on this film. I just didn't really fully love the movie, but I didn't fully hate it either. But thank you guys for watching this review, and I'll see you guys in my next one.